With ADHD behaviors in the home, what parents experience the most are those daily power struggles. When it comes to the constant stress of dealing with these daily power struggles, the first thing you want to do is just remind yourself that these are normal. Every single parent is experiencing power struggles quite often, but if you have a child with ADHD, it's just going to be times 5, times 10, times a million, and be much more of a common thing. Even all these parenting gurus you see on social media also experience power struggles in the home. Every single parent experiences it because this is what kids do. They learn through testing limits. So whether they are neurotypical, neurodiverse, ADHD or not, kids learn by testing limits. And who better to test limits with than mom and dad? A very important thing for parents to understand is that power struggles are not a reflection of your parenting. You could be doing so many things right, and power struggles will still come up. This is especially true if your child has ADHD, because their brain is highly conflict seeking and negative attention seeking. So when they are given a directive, it is far more stimulating for them to start a very long, multiple hour power struggle than simply just doing what is asked of them. So for parents, when it comes to these power struggles, one of the very first things, the number one rule you have to always remember is that the second you get involved in that power struggle, you've already lost. This is especially true if your child has ADHD because they want the power struggle. They want the conflict. They want the language. They want the attention. So the more attention we give negative behaviors and power struggles, the more we are unintentionally reinforcing that behavior, and we're teaching them and we're teaching their brain that these power struggles work. The more power struggles they can create, the more they will get their way. So the way the child and adolescent brain works is we give them a directive and they can simply do it. But us as parents often have a greater sense of time and when things need to get done. We have to remember that when it comes to a directive, the child can do it, but they don't necessarily have to do it on our time. You have to set that expectation and let them know what's expected of them and walk away so you don't give more attention to it. And yes, sometimes things do have a time constraint. Sometimes we have to get out the door on time or make an appointment on time. Those things require much more attention and front loading of that information to make sure you're not rushing out the door. The child will also need to experience some type of consequence if they do create a power struggle when there is a time constraint.